Hi guys, welcome to a stream. So yeah, it has been a while, so I'm hoping. Does that work? Yeah, it's a little bit messy. Pot noodles there, all sorts. So yeah, I'll yeah move some bits around. But yeah, basically the computer crashed. So what I've had to do, sort of get a hard drive and yeah, get back. Yeah, basically delete everything, and it's almost starting again. So yeah, I'm hoping this works alright. We can just have a look on here. Should do. But yeah, it's just been a little bit of a journey, getting everything back sorted again. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes anyway. But yeah, so the plan was just to run through a bit of Skater XL. So it is almost. Usually have the camera angle a little bit more that way, but the whole room's a mess at the minute. So yeah, not a good situation to be in. But yeah, so basically the stream was just more Skater XL. So is it worth it? So obviously I've now had to uninstall, sort of basically delete everything and start again on the PC. So it is almost, if you're looking at Skater XL to buy, whether it's this year or just in general, if you're looking on console or PC, is it worth investing in? Obviously I stood for the game at one point, really yeah, got invested in it, so I started playing. I think it was probably 2018, 17, 18. It was on sort of the really early access of the game, and it's yeah, really enjoyed it at the time. The whole mod thing didn't exist, so it was basically yeah, the first how many hours, hundreds of hours. It was yeah, it was just all around. Is the game worth playing? Is it worth getting? The mods weren't a massive issue at the time. They didn't really exist so much, but let's have a look. I can't type on here. There we go. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. So I've just uploaded a video. When it comes to the mods, obviously we've got sort of the Mod.io site on PC, which then gives you access to pretty much all these maps. So there's hundreds. I think I've got about 159 maybe maps. Yeah, so there's 1,000 maps. I've got 159 maps, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, so basically on the stream, you can sort of download the maps. It's so simple. So example being, if we were to, obviously all my folders a little bit backwards at the minute. Let's see if there's a good map we can get on. That looks a little bit hectic. Yeah, so that's got a good review. So what you do is download the file, and it should only take minutes. It's usually pretty quick. So this video wasn't really trying to go into the depths of the maps, but what you do is effectively extract, find the map folder, which is there, usually in your sort of C drive documents. Once that's done, and then if I go onto there, take all that off there. Then we should be able to, if I go onto there, I'm not even sure what the map was called, but basically you go onto your community maps, usually in some sort of order, so we'll find it anyway. So it says it was Portland, so let's have a look. The problem is they don't really come in any particular order, so you end up with loads of maps and can't actually find what map you're after, but we'll yeah, we will find it. So it's Portland Park, so you will definitely find it. But yeah, it just gives you an idea of what maps are are out there. So what I was going to do is just run through, if we can find it. I was expecting it to be there. It's usually pretty instant. So let's have a look here. I've probably gone past it. There we go. So you don't even have to close the game, which is good. So yeah, it's so easy to do. Yeah, so we're on the map there, so probably not a good example. So what we'll do is we'll go on to we'll just go on to the standard maps for now. So if we just go on to the high school, that's probably the easier map to go on. So yeah, if I just put it onto full screen, that's part of the problem, trying to set everything up. So turn the music down and then we'll have it maximised. So yeah, so basically the mods, you can see the pop there, so you sort of have a high pop. You can change everything around. So yeah, you tend to have like a lot of menus, so it'd be like, I think it's G and K, so then you can go into the everything from like the shape of your board, for example. So what I'll do in OBS is I'll make that a little bit smaller, so you don't want me talking too much. But yeah, so basically you can change your truck size. So if you look at the bottom, you can see the deck changing. So that's your standard deck there. You've got sort of like the heroin egg shaped deck as well, then the Anderson sort of deck. There's also, yeah, there's quite a few actually. That sort of funky one, like a bit of a hammer shape there. So I usually have the elephant sort of deck. It's more like the old school sort of Powell Peralta sort of shaped deck, which is nice. Then what you can do is you can actually change everything from your wheel size, shape of your wheels. So if I do a better angle like that, so you can do sort of default, so it just gives you an idea. Lock-ins, which are sort of the bones, conicals, slim, so you could have sort of super slim, which I sort of have on Session, sort of that style. But the thing with Session is you don't have to mod the game to get everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. You can turn board wear on, off, all that sort of stuff. So you can change your truck wheel size. We'll just go for the I don't even know. We'll try the bones wheels. Maybe the square ones might look a little better. You can change the hardness. So for example, if we went over here and you turn that up, it'll go softer. Going that way, that's harder. So I usually have it at 99, which is pretty much the right sort of hardness for that type of wheel. And then if we take that menu off, which is Alt, G and K, you then have an F7 menu, which basically is the main sort of mod menu, which gives you the control from everything from sort of general gravity. So if we went onto the default, you can see how crazy that is, so how floaty. And I think that is part of the problem, isn't it, on console? So when you're running with the default gravity, it's just absolutely insane. You can manage it as sort of, see, I can't even get onto the rail, but yeah, you can manage it as well as you can, but obviously the whole point of the stat menu is to basically sort your gravity out. So yeah, it is a little bit insane, to be honest. I think when you don't play PC and you've just got it on console, you do get used to you do actually get used to how floaty it is. I think it's when you then play console. So if I was to go on 30, yeah, there's absolutely no chance. So I usually sit around minus 13 to 14. I tend to have it quite high. So if I just try that one, maybe a bit more 14. I think I had it at 15 at one point and it's absolutely insane. So There we go. So we'll try that. Yes, that feels quite heavy actually, which is good. But it just depends what map you're on. So it looks like I need to change the deck size again. So if we go into there, maybe it's the wheels just look crazy. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's better from the default, which is sort of there. Yeah, which is crazy. Well, 725. Go for the large deck, which is cool. So yeah, basically everything from the general. Let's have a look. I've lost the mouse now. There we go, got it back. So yeah, everything from sort of your general flip tricks, gravity, push forces, all that sort of stuff. The baby pop is probably one of my favourite actually. So that is basically when you do a manual, for example, it gives you a little pop. So when you click it, instead of doing like a crazy ollie out of it, which should be more like that, it just gives you that ability to basically just pop off like that. It's a little bit more, probably a little bit more realistic like that. So yeah, sorry about the beard as well, it looks a little bit crazy. So the stuff like advanced pop, I've not really delved too much into that. Top speed, I don't really change the speed, I'm quite happy with all the speed sort of settings at the minute. One thing I have changed is to get the control the same as session. So there is a mod you can actually download which basically lets you invert. So let's have a think. It basically lets you invert some of the pushes. So usually it's the reverse way when you switch. So if you skate and switch, I'd have to press up on the analog. So doing the mod just lets you mirror the controls the same as session, which is good. So yeah, got everything from grabs, how offset you want to be on the board. You've got everything. Yes, that's all your grab mode there. So that's all your grabs, which is actually I think in the new patch anyway, which probably came last year. So which is fine. Not too bothered about those. We've got stuff like all the power slides, which are fine. Grinds, so you've got different advanced grinds, bumps out of grinds, how locked in the grinds go. So it's such an easy game to sort of get into, sort of like Smith grinds, feeble grinds, that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's hard with the stats and the gravity, but yeah, it is easy to, the inputs just work so well. So you can pop out. As obviously there's probably a lot of stuff I've not actually tried to explore, but yeah, it's just so easy to do. I have got realistic bails on, but it actually makes things a little bit crazy. So we've got manuals, grinds, finger flips, foot plants, everything from how you want to spawn, if you want to spawn after a bail automatically, all that sort of stuff. Steez customizer, so this is probably one of the main ones. There's different ones where it's like laid back mode, and I think you just have to turn everything on it. It almost makes everything just look a little more casual. So I think we'll try have that off. Heel, ollie, nollie. I presume it's doing something. We could try it anyway, but yeah, it just makes things a little bit more laid back anyway, which is fine. Steez mode, max steez is 0, but then I think turning it up should then make everything a little bit more chilled out. Max steez, stance customizer. I've not really got into this again. As I said, my computer crashed and I've only just managed to get it back online, so we're just trying to get through some of these stats now again, which is good. And it's trying to remember sort of like 4 years worth of stats at the minute. So bear with me, everybody. So yeah, let's have a look. Grabs, catch, grinding. Maybe I just leave all that preset so you can save it. What I should have done looking back was save everything, which I didn't do. So yeah, if I'd saved all the stats, it would have made this life a little bit easier. But it's a good way now just to go through. And then so that's the stats, that's the F7 stats. And then what you do then have is, if you press the back space button, you get all this sort of stuff. So you could basically go on to the camera mode, have it like that. It's not great like this. It's probably good for the odd montage, but yeah, it's not great. You can't really see a whole lot. So yeah, it'd be nice if it was a little bit more down. I suppose looking at that, you could probably, my God, yeah, you could probably have it a bit crazy or slightly a bit different. There's have it over to one side maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, that isn't, yeah, I've bailed that one. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we won't be playing like that. I'm not sure how to reset all that, to be honest. I'm not sure. You can have the follow camera, skate camera, which is just absolutely stupid and yeah, impossible to play. You got obviously normal mode, which you can mess about with as well, so you can change all that. So that's your camera, so that's sort of like a bit of a static camera which doesn't move, and then that probably moves quicker with you. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. The point of view one's crazy though, absolutely no idea. Clip distance. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a little bit more looking down on it, but maybe yeah, it doesn't really seem set up too well, but yeah, it'd just be nice if it was looking a little bit more down, maybe. Okay, so that's quite nice. So you can see the tray flips at least, nollie tray flips, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, guys, but yeah. And then obviously you've got like a bit of a follow camera there as well, which is also a little bit crazy. So yeah, so that's that for you. We'll just put it back onto that one. So that's the backspace. Part of the problem's remembering how to get onto all the menus. So the Alt K, that's fine. And I think that's it really. There's a lot of that. It's just more the flips, mods, gravity, all that sort of stuff. And as I said, it's just remembering which buttons to click on. And then we've got the experimental one here. So this also supports a lot of sort of like the steezy modes. So everything from the animations being more realistic, everything from, let's have a look, dynamic feet. There's stuff like wobble speeds and stuff like your feet actually when you go to do an ollie, you get a bit of a shake on your back foot or front foot. So yeah, there's a few different bits. Fill mode. I'm not sure, I've not done that yet. Out of grinds, out of manuals, hippie jumps. So you can turn hippie jumps on, which is like that. So you press both buttons in there to do a hippie jump, which is, I'd have to try it down a set of stairs to be honest. Or maybe off this roof, maybe if we can get onto. Yeah, it's probably quite difficult to, especially with manual catch on. But yeah, so I think you have to. Yeah, there we go, perfect. So you push it and then catch it, So yeah, so there's all that sort of stuff. Hippie jump. There's all sorts of animations you can do there, different forces as well on there. You can change your camera settings, camera shake, keyframe, turn that on, head. So that's quite a good one actually. So I forgot about this one. So basically this actually solves the problem where when you're in fake it looks like a little bit unnatural. Turning this on then helps to delay 60 frames. We'll just keep it like that for now, but yeah, it's supposed to look just a little bit more natural when you're sort of in that fakey stance, otherwise it looks a little bit crazy. Body, so you can change everything from your body type, which is cool. Yeah, that's insane. Crouch offset, yeah, that's also a bit crazy. I suppose you could have it a little bit more crouched if you wanted to be a little bit more laid back with it, I suppose, but I'll just keep it to that one. This head neck rotation, yeah, so much guys, it's probably too much. There's probably too much in it. It's probably most of the stuff you don't really need, or it's just sort of changing bits. So there's stuff like leg fit, realistic catch on. So let's have a see what this does. Flick to catch support. So that looks slightly different actually. So if I turn that, yeah, it doesn't seem to catch it. Yeah, slightly different. But as I said, it's just changing. So if we went like that, so you can see the front foot. The front foot actually catches the board before landing. So yeah. So the foot front's lower. If I do it the other way, the back foot should catch it. Yeah, so the back foot's catching it a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll just leave that reset as it is on that one. So yeah, there's all sorts, absolutely all sorts. I think the shove leg fix doesn't. Is that working? Not sure if that. Yeah, I think it's actually just helping get the back foot out the way to do the shove, so it probably does look a little bit more realistic and seems to catch it a little bit better. So yeah, it's quite a lot guys without me ranting on. So what I'll do is I'll turn that off and then we'll have a look at other stuff. So yeah, so there's all that animation stuff, head, camera, multiplayer, gameplay, dynamic feet, follow rotation. You can have stuff, wall rides, which I can't say I've really tried before. Whether it'll work on something like this, not too sure. Hippie jumps, vertical, coping. So if we went on to different map, like the big ramp, see what that is. I do like the transition. The transition's so good on Skater XL. Such a good game for transition. It just feels so fluid. Just like that. Just everything's so good. Yeah, it's really good actually. Even on console it feels good. It does feel really good. So let's have a look. Vertical, coping enabled. speed, so there's obviously bits there, wobble, so I think this is what I was saying, wobble and speed, custom board correction, trick customizer. It's just bringing up so much. Hippie jumps. Yeah, so that's probably about it, guys. But yeah, there's definitely unlimited modifications to the game, which is insane. So let's try and get off that menu. That's the wheel. This is part of the problem, trying to get off. If I just put it there a minute, that's fine. Just see if that loads. It does crash. The only thing I would say is if you're modding the game, it does crash a little bit, which is nothing to worry about. It's just a little bit slow at times, so it'll crash there. You just close it and then it might load up again, hopefully, like that. But that's the mod.io folder there, so that's where you drag all the mods onto, install, and then you're good to go. So yeah, it's a bit of a random video, but I just thought whilst we're on, and then this is the controller one, which then I've ticked switch to basically change all that around. So that just basically means when I'm in switch, I can then press down on the analog instead of up, so it basically just makes it the same controls as session, which is super cool actually. Yeah, there's so much to do. Debugging, yeah, so you can change all sorts, all the colours, make everything a little bit better. I haven't done yet. Graphics mods, basically just save it, close it, and yeah, good to go. But yeah, the game on console, it is a shame really. I know they've just brought out the Area 52 map on console. The problem is I don't think Easy they actually look at the comments on YouTube, because if they did, then yeah, a mod or stat menu would be available now. So a little bit frustrating. But yeah, I'll just have one little line, and then what we'll do is feels like my camera's a little bit, I've not set the camera correct just yet, so I've still got a little bit of modding to do and messing around. But yeah, it does take a while. Even when you think you've done it, you've still got quite a few little bits just to fix. So once I have got it fixed, what I'll do is maybe on like Discord or something, I'll put some folders or my stats on there, and then you can then download those. It's a shame actually the PC crashed, because my stats were absolutely perfect. I don't think I've changed the stats for like 3 years or so, because they've just been absolutely locked in, and yeah, I've lost everything. So but yeah, it is easy once you've modded it. It is super easy anyway. So yeah, there is this little bit here as well, which is cool. Not many people know there's a little part there to go in. So, but yeah, such a smooth game. But yeah, as I said, you can get into the manual, just pop off like that, which is cool. So And big spins look so good in this game still, apart from that one. But yeah, you can pretty much do everything into big spin, which is cool. So you can, yeah, so you can actually do late flips. So to go down there, you can do late flips like that. So I've got manual catch on as well, which just is super easy to use. You basically just click in one of the analog sticks, or should I say press up on one of the sticks, and yeah, good to go. So yeah, super easy. It doesn't even matter which one you do, so it's yeah, a lot different to session anyway. But yeah, I'll end the stream there, guys. So hopefully it was probably quite a bad stream actually, but it's just showing you. So yeah, the thoughts on Skater XL on PC is, yes, definitely worth it. It's such a good game to experience. As I said, I've probably played it now for a good 4, 5, maybe, God, probably 7 years. Yeah, God. So I sort of got involved quite a lot with the early access of it, some of the development play, all that sort of stuff. And then I've played countless hours on console and PC as well. So yeah, I've spent probably a similar amount of time on the console version as well. So it's yeah, not a bad version. Obviously, you just don't get the stats then, like you would on the PC. So yeah, a little bit frustrating when you're paying for the game. Yeah, you pay for the game and you'd expect the same product, but obviously, yeah, a little bit frustrating. It's definitely divided the community, which I don't blame. So, but yeah, still worth it. Still worth it on console to experience it. It's such a super smooth game. Some really good maps on there, so you do get quite a lot of the community maps like this. So yeah, definitely worth it. It's just a super smooth game. But yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. But yeah, if you're on PC, 100% worth getting. So easy to mod. If you're on console, I'd still recommend it, although I'd probably suggest try and get it at a good price. But it's good to, yeah, it's good to try. And even on console, you can get some smooth lines and yeah, get some good footage in. So the replay editor is so easy as well. It's such an easy game. Just everything is so easy. I'd definitely say session's a lot harder to do when it comes to sort of manual catch, replays, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I quite like sort of the late hard flips. Like that, even down to sort of just the transitional skills. So good. Such an easy game. You can see there, you can sort of just get into a few locks. It's not perfect, but yeah, if you've got enough speed, you could definitely get into sort of nose blunts and that sort of stuff. So like that, and it does look super good. So, but yeah, definitely worth it. But if anyone needs any help modding, sorting the stats out, then yeah, just drop me a message. Any maps, anything like that, I can yeah, help you download or sort your stats, etc. So I was hoping to end it on a banger, but yeah, it never happens, does it? So They went through the rail there. But yeah, we'll do some more streams on this game. Obviously, it's not the most popular game, so I've not streamed it for a while, but it's good to keep in the loop with it. So yeah, I'll speak to everyone shortly. Thanks for joining the stream as well, and yeah,